So much better than prepared.
I agree with that. Okay, you all follow the path a little bit further, and you come upon this tower. And as you get near the tower, you hear this soft, haunting melody coming from a harp. And it's drifting through the air, and the tower stands about 3 stories tall. It's blood ivy and grayish-green lichen blanket the stonework of the tower's crumbling exterior. And the passing wind whistles softly through its darkened, gaping windows.
That's
And
ominous.
I need everyone to make a will save.
Can I ask if this is fear related?
Give me a second, and I'll tell you. No, it is not fear related. Okay, Villager, you made your will save. And let's see. Okay, everybody except Villager. Um, Sorry, it took me a second to find what I was needing. And Torin, Valtos, Darius, you become fascinated by this music that you're hearing. And it seems like it's drawing, the music is making you want to enter the tower.
I think we should go enter the tower.
I was planning on it anyway. I will march up to the front of the tower.
I'm gonna grab them. No, wait. Well, hold on. We don't just walk up. So
Holy crap,
what are you doing?
I failed my save?
I know.
Can't
That's
you
why I'm
hear
grabbing
that?
people.
That glorious music.
Dude, if I failed my save with that roll, we're fucked.
And
Well, I would continue marching towards the door.
I'm holding them back.
Do you have any knowledge as a villager?
okay,
Religion?
let's roll for initiative.
Can I roll a sense motive to see if they're acting funny?
Well, you know, they
Oh, never mind. You all get away.
Okay, Valtos, the music is drawing you in.
Wait, what did you say my name was?
Valtos?
Valthos.
Valthos.
There's an H in
Thos.
there. Yep. Well, I mean, is there a map for this, or did you not get your maps? Oh,
Oh,
okay. I just clicked my token to see if I was on a map. I am. Hey, look, a tower. Bloop.
Okay, as you enter the tower, you see these long, taut strands of shimmering silk, and they are everywhere covering the tower's interior. And they form this intricate pattern running from floor to ceiling. And you see half a dozen cocoon-like shapes hanging from the ceiling. And they're suspended above the floor, and in the far corner, between two larger chunks of rubble, right beside where you're standing, you see a wide burrow opening into the ground.
Okay, where do I want to go now?
Right now, you're content just to stand right there and listen to the music.
I will begin dancing the Macarena.
And Torin, the music is just drawing you in as well.
Yeah, guessing I don't have much choice of doing much else.
No, as you get there, you're just merely content to stop and listen to the music.
Did you see my whisper, by the way, Winter, asking if this was like an enchantment type spell or effect?
Yeah, I replied it wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, okay. That was the other thing I wasn't sure. Probably wouldn't have mattered.
And Darius, you are compelled as well. And you stop and just
Pretty.
listen to the music. Jira can do whatever she wants. He.
Well, probably gonna cautiously go up and try and figure out what they're all zombie-like trance walking in there for. Probably right there, just kind of stand back, curiosity.
Okay.
Not really sure if I could. Yeah. Would she have any bonuses to sense any kind of You know, she gets a huge bonus to detect scent. I don't know if there'd be anything that would add for that or be worthwhile.
Why don't you roll that? And Bajira bares its fangs and starts growling. And Villager, you're up.
Okay. Well, back him up, I guess. That's what I usually do. So, slowly prodding in. Draw my greatsword as I assumed there was going to be danger.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
You decided to draw my sword? Nope. Pretty. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay. As you walk up, the music stops. However, for the next um, yeah, would you everyone who's fascinated, would you make a another saving throw? That's a will save. And Valtos, you are no longer fascinated.
What? Really?
Really.
Oh, that's weird. What are you trying to pull here? I'm on to you. I rolled lower than I did last time.
But there's no more music.
But, we'll see about this. I will be the judge of this music or not. I will listen. See if there's music.
No, there's no music. However, you are aware of some noise coming from the hole in front of you.
I will take a step forward and look down the hole. Can I see down at all?
Yes, you can. You can see that the dirt is, you can see some dirt moving, and you can see these two hideously clawed hands coming up out of the hole.
I will yell out a warning to my new friends and say, "Bad evils incoming," and ready myself for a fight. I will ready an attack if something comes within range.
Am I still fascinated?
Pretty sure, yep.
Would she be able to try and? Well, she could go in and attack, I guess. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll be right back. My daughter's just going to bed. All right.
Is Bajira a he or a she?
You know, it keeps changing back and forth. To be honest with you,
Okay.
I think I've got it wrote down as a he originally.
Okay. And we'll give him a ready to action.
Perfect.
And coming up out of the hole, I think it's that damn creature.
Please tell me you have to adjust the size of that, because that's bigger than the whole damn tower, let alone the hole.
I'm gonna make it fit on the map. And it does have reach, but coming up out of this hole,
I'm just in time, huh?
absolutely. It's coming up out of the hole, and it's unlike anything I doubt you've ever seen before.
Well, you definitely got that part right.
And it's got
Whoa.
bloated white segments of a maggot's body, and it erupts in a torso of mixed feminine and insectile features.
I can't really see. There's a wall between me and it currently, right? That wall is high enough to block it.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I just see their faces. Can't be that bad.
So is it's up here with me? Is my ready to action going off now?
Yes, your ready to action and Bajira's ready to action would go off.
All right. So I'm gonna. Can I take a 5-foot step and then see it?
Yeah, you sure can.
Oh, that's horrible. Smite evil and keen on my sword.
I am going to activate Burst of Adrenaline as an immediate action, and then swing my weapon at him. It doesn't. Let me read. Hold on 1 second. I gotta read if Burst of Adrenaline lasts for just one roll. Oh, yeah, it is one roll. Alright. 1d20 roll, okay. And then I am fatigued for 1 round afterwards. So my initiative would be just above the Weaver Worm now. So 1 over him.
Okay. Since you hit him, he's gonna try and bite you.
Please
I
don't.
figures.
I want this guy to
Okay.
survive at least one game.
Torin, make a will save. And Torin, you are no longer fascinated.
Okay. Do I still get full round actions?
Yeah, you sure do.
Any kind of knowledge, nature, or anything like that? Tell us a little bit, any peculiarities about this thing?
He's an aberration, so that's what? Nature, dungeoneering?
Dungeoneering.
Engineering.
It was looking pretty aberration-y.
Take the point blank shot off the dungeoneering check.
You really come up blank.
They never told me about anything like in ranger school.
Is it large or huge?
It is huge.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
And it does have a 15-foot reach.
How much reach?
15.
Okay. So in other words, you're telling me that provokes an attack of opportunity, or no? No. I can't tell with your squares.
I'm gonna make no. I'm gonna let you have that one. You get a free shot. And Darius, would you like to make a will save? And Darius, you are no longer fascinated, sir.
Woohoo.
You went
And
to
then I
horrified.
scream in horror, yeah. I will take a 5-foot step back. And then I will chuck a bomb at it. I assume it's not undead. Oh, yes,
No.
aberration, never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna work my way in there. Anyone hurt yet amongst us?
I do not believe so.
Okay. Is how high is that rock right above Bajira?
That is actually a cocoon suspended from the ceiling.
Oh, so the floor is clear.
And to give you an idea, if you scroll the map west,
They have a vertical picture.
Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you. All right. So let's risk some fun. That'll be 15 feet of movement, and he gets an attack on me.
nope.
Yay!
Is this thing actually an evil creature?
Yes, it is.
Let's see how this goes. Horribly.
I'll raise my platinum spear up over my head and
Test
scream,
swing, just a test swing.
"Die,
Measuring out the
evil
distance.
creature!" And I will swift action to center my focus. Roll a concentration check to cast. A level 3 spell. I think I made that.
Yeah, just a little. And I couldn't find an effect for concentration. There's
Neither
one
could
for
I. I looked
caster
it up.
level.
There doesn't seem to be any way to do it, so I'm just manually typing it in the modifier. Hit for 1, and my vampiric. And then I gain 11 temps. And then I get my normal swing. Oh. I missed the second one.
Alright, let's see what we can do to this boy.
Way to go, Bajira. I spoke too soon.
I know it, right?
Okay. Full attack. And he hit on a claw. And I need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay, is it against paralysis or sleep?
Paralysis.
Paralysis. Excellent. This effect is actually working quite well for me today. 18.
Okay, you are paralyzed for 1 round.
Rude.
Not cool.
And in addition, when he hit you with his claw, one of the nails broke off in your body. And until you take a full round action to remove it, you run the risk every round of being paralyzed.
Plus, you have a gross claw.
Well,
in
that
your
was just
stomach.
kind of mean of him, wasn't it? one hit out of the deal.
One hit.
Five step back. Die, you foul abomination.
Val Thros will mentally cheer on your Yellens.
I was gonna say, you know it's not good when the alchemist that throws bombs takes a 5-foot step back and then throws the bomb.
I'm still waiting, for the first time that I actually get the kobold in the range of the blast.
I'm
Start a
resistant
whole
to
new
cold.
tradition.
I'm surprised you haven't.
But I do acid, not cold.
Oh well.
Well, I don't
Can't live
miss
forever.
as much anymore with now that they're touch attacks instead of actual trying to hit the AC.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay, this creature kind of falls over and is bleeding out and is blocking part of the hole.
Is that a good
And-
thing or bad? What else is down there?
There might be
Questions.
more cocoons. We probably need to get it out of the way.
And you do have 6 cocoons hanging in the tower where you're at now.
Some things are too vile, so I'm gonna coup de grace next. Not gonna try to make friends with the crazy thing that jumped out, paralyzed the kobold, and just looked like it really wanted to eat us.
Are you sure you don't want to give it a name?
I think I'm gonna pass this time.
And Valthos, would you like to make a fortitude save?
I don't get any opportunity to remove this thing from me. It just keeps chain
if you're
paralyzing.
not paralyzed. Okay, you managed to fight it off long enough to take a full round action to remove it.
Alright, I'll do so.
And in the process of doing so, you take 4 points of damage.
That's fine. Just takes off my temps.
Okay, you have these cocoons hanging upside down. 3 of them are smaller cocoons. There's a really big cocoon, and there are 2 about human-sized cocoons.
I will use my claws and my wings and climb up the side of these. Will flapping my wings give me some ability to climb and try to cut the tops down. Cut the strings that hold them up.
If you fly up to that second level, you could. Looks like, is that broken or is that just a side cut?
That's a side cut.
So the floor on the second floor isn't broken that way then.
Right there, I'm gonna say yes, it is broken.
If you go all the way up to the top, you can just slice them, and I can catch them.
Well, I can't actually fly with these wings. I can only glide. But with them, I figured with them flapping and me clawing into the side of the tower, I'd be able to get a decent climb.
I was gonna say, how heavy are you? We could throw you up there and then you just kind of glide over.
I am. Hold on, I actually have it here. 27 pounds.
I got that.
And
I think we could launch
I currently
away.
have an encumbrance of 14 pounds and 75. 14.75 pounds on me, so I'm a total of like 40 pounds.
Yeah, I would give you a good climb. And you managed to cut all the cocoons down, and they're now laying on the ground.
I'll take my holy phantom blade and slice them open. Carefully, just in case.
Okay.
I'll help cut them open just using a dagger, just safer for whatever inside.
Okay, the three smaller ones
Oh, 1
contain.
second, Torian, can you just keep an eye on the hole?
Absolutely, you betcha.
Thank you.
Cocked and ready.
The three smaller cocoons contain the bloodless bodies of goats. The really large cocoon contains the decomposing corpse of a horse. The other two that are human shape, as you cut them open, you see relatively fresh human corpses.
So everybody's dead in them.
Yes, you're pretty sure everyone is dead. Do you want to search the corpses?
Well, we'll do a detect magic and see if there's anything here worthwhile.
You are not detecting any magic.
Alright. I will say a prayer over these corpses and move over to the tunnel and say, let's go down and see if there's more of these foul beasts.
We should look to make sure no one else suffers this fate. If I can, I am gonna stack them on top of the. I'm not moving the horse. I'm not. Well, I might, but
Okay.
no, I'm not. So I'm gonna stack them, and I don't want to do it now because we're gonna, I guess, check out this hole. But I plan to burn them when we leave.
Okay. The hole opens up, and you can see that, it was actually the worm's lair, and you're not finding anything of interest in the hole, including no more bad guys. When you go to stack the bodies, as you're moving one of the humans, you can see part of a blood-soaked envelope sticking out of one of his pockets.
Well, we'll take a look at that.
Who's got linguistics?
I do.
Could be me.
Okay, Baltos. You're able to make out, like I said, this letter is damaged and it's blood-soaked. But you are able to make out that it is a reservation at the hunting lodge for a noble named Ekmore Darvin and Draven, Ekmore Draven, and it was the reservation was for last week.
I think he's late for the party.
That's rather rude,
Yes.
Darius. Are you saying that out loud?
Would I do that?
I don't know. Would you?
Okay, and that's all that you find at the tower.
Oh, let's
And-
go. And yeah, I'm gonna light the bodies before we go, if we're done here.
Okay, you torch the bodies, get your religious rituals, and departing the tower. And not that you need it, but have an overnight rest, because it does take several days of travel before you come to the lodge. And before you left town, you found out a little bit of the history about the lodge. It is used by the elite of Lodge as a hunting retreat. It was once a private hunting lodge, but the Palatine Council of Lozera appointed the estate, or they appropriated the state when the previous owner fled the country. And they opened it up year-round to paying guests. And give me a second to jump ahead to the appropriate story. Sorry, I was muted.
I thought you were just reading the story still.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack because I don't know at what point I got muted.
But the last thing you said was, "I'm going to look at this to see where the next part of the story is." That's it.
Okay. You set out from the hunting lodge, and you're still several days away. And midway through the trip, you come across the pale corpse of a naked man hanging from a large yellow pine. And he's bound to the trunk with rough cords. His mouth is stuffed with these large, pale purple flowers, and his wrists and ankles are swollen and dark with bruises. where his bindings cut deep into his skin. You do notice a large silver hunting knife embedded deep in his heart, and that seems to be the most likely cause of death.
He might have choked on flowers.
But you see this guy, right there on the tree. What would you like to do?
Well, I will follow the party's lead as I am the new person, so please, lead on, my friends.
Detect evil?
You are not detecting any evil. Maybe a leftover aura coming from the corpse.
The corpse itself.
Yes.
Darius will take a closer look at the body, study it, see if he notices anything else.
I will mention that there's a fading aura on the body.
Darius, can I get you to make a perception check? Darius, as you start walking toward the tree, you notice a tripwire hidden in the pine needles in front of you.
It's a trap! I'm going to see if I can disable the tripwire.
Okay, you see that the tripwire is, it's strung over to a set of hidden crossbows mounted in the surrounding trees. And let's roll a disabled device. Okay, you do manage to successfully disarm the trap.
Well, that's a relief. I'll go take a closer, before I go over to examine the body, I want to go take a closer look at the trap, if it just fires crossbow bolts or if there are anything else.
They do fire, it just fires a barrage of crossbow bolts.
Alright, I will continue over to the body and check it out.
Okay, do you have knowledge nature?
I do.
Okay, looking at the body, you see this human guy there. As I said, he does have this large silver hunting knife embedded deep in his heart. You're pretty sure that that's the overall reason that he is dead, although he has taken some additional damage elsewhere. The flowers stuffed in his mouth, you are able to identify as wolfsbane, and it's a toxic plant. Also noted for its ability to drive off werewolves or to cure the curse of of werewolfism. Yeah, I was getting tongue-tied on that. I wasn't even going to try. Lycanthropy. Wait, and I'm sorry, Darius. You do notice that there is a paste smeared on the tips of the crossbow bolts. And does anybody, someone roll Arcana?
Hey, I think I have that one.
And Darius, you know that the substance smeared on the bolts is silver sheen.
So it looks like it was probably a trap set up for werewolves then. Well, it's a logical conclusion at this point.
How do we know he wasn't a werewolf and he's been cured?
Well, he has been cured. He's dead now. He's not a werewolf.
Just what kind of a hunting lodge is this anyway?
That's your question.
Well, you know, hey, look at the region of the country that you're in, and anything is possible.
They have a great chef.
Touche.
He uses that cookbook to serve man. It's fantastic.
Absolutely. And guys, if you don't care, we'll take 5, and then we'll get to the hunting lodge.
Sounds
good.
All
Ha!
right.
I said it first.
You win.
Okay. As you all come through the woods, following the trail, eventually you come upon Askinger Lodge. And it's pretty much what you would expect a hunting lodge to look like. It's made out of layers of interlocking pine logs. There's a shallow stone foundation. You can see chimneys from multiple fireplaces sticking out of the lodge. And it is surrounded by a very stout fence. And the path leads you up to the gatehouse, should you wish to go there.
Did you share a different map?
Oh, sorry. I put you all on it and forgot to share.
Sometimes sharing isn't caring.
Anyway, the only real means of entrance that you can see is the front gates.
Is there anyone in that tower? Are there any people we see?
Yes, there are guards at the guard tower. You can see them. You can see a couple people out and about through the gate on the moving about the grounds.
So I shall wave at it as we approach. We're supposedly coming here on good terms, though.
As far as you know. Okay, as you approach the gatehouse, several guards come out and ask you to state your business.
We have a letter from the judge, right?
I was just gonna say, I look at this
Yes.
and go, what was our business again? Why are we?
Following the Whispering Way, the people who took Lord Carmark, put him in a iron box.
Yeah, you're chasing down the Whispering Way cult and trying to prevent any of their plans from coming to fruition.
They used Leland. absconded with.
No, I know. I was trying to be funny.
Sorry. Not a lot of humor in the holy places.
So they ask you, state your business, and
Well, we plan to stay here. We have a letter of recommendation.
actually you have blank invitations.
There you go.
And yeah, he goes, really, we weren't expecting any new guest, and
Really? People send word here before they come? Looking around.
sir, we are for the elite. It is invitation only.
So these
And-
work, right?
Well then, I fear my invitation has been lost in the mail.
We have blank ones.
He's like, I cannot let you in, but let me send for the porter, Bellick, and it'll be up to him whether or not to let you in. And one of the guards goes running off, and a few minutes later, I don't have a picture of Bellick. Bellick comes out and he goes, gentlemen, sorry for any inconvenience, but who are you and why are you here?
We're traveling. We did a good service for the judge of Lepidstadt. Show him my invitation. And we have kindly brought a letter of someone who met a dismal end, and we also wish to bring word of what happened to them.
Oh, may I see your invitations?
I show him.
And do you want to give him the other one now as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He spends several minutes perusing them in minute detail, and he looks up and he hands back your blank invitations, but he keeps the bloody one. And he's like, I apologize for any misunderstanding, but as the porter of Askinar Lodge, I cannot permit your entrance at this time. You do not have reservations in our books, and despite your claims, I have no evidence to justify allowing strangers into the lodge. From the looks of you, unlike the rest of my guests, you haven't come here to take a peaceful retreat. I want no trouble, so off with you all and take whatever troubles you bring somewhere else. And about this time, you notice other people have taken notice of what's going on at the gatehouse, and there's a small crowd gathering, and they're whispering back and forth, and wonder who's going to win.
Oh, yes. Well, I imagine it will be peaceful when the werewolves start coming.
Werewolf! I'm going to point at him. Werewolf! He's a werewolf!
I look at him like, what the hell is he doing?
What?
But these walls should protect you and your money.
I will walk over to Villager and give him a nudge and grab him by the neck where there's an opening in his plate chest to pull his head down so I can whisper into his ear and say, try to detect evil in this guy. He seems rather weird.
Is that a kobold that you have brought into our midst?
Yes, I am
He's
a platinum kobold, a follower of Bahamut, the great and good paladin deity.
Well, so much for trying to pass him off as a pet.
He's a pet.
And I will spread my wings out and show off my platinum spear.
I actually am gonna detect evil on the guy while he's posturing.
You're not detecting evil. And he's like, I do appreciate, however,
Now give me the letter back.
you bringing Ekmore's reservation to our attention. It does look like he may have met with foul end, and
And you're gonna give it back to me now.
no, sir, I will keep that.
That would be theft. I don't think that would go over well with me.
It's
I'll
our
bring it back to his
reservation.
family. No, it's not. It was on his body, and it was a reservation that he got from his family. Or back to his, I'll give it back to them. They can give it to you.
You want to try a bluff or intimidate?
I won't go
or
intimidate.
diplomacy? And he just holds on to Ekmore's reservation. And
I'm gonna kick his ass then.
Let's threaten him now with he's
I'm
not
not threatening him.
cooperating.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
Just
It's not a
well,
threat. The threat was 5 minutes ago. 5 seconds ago. Come here.
And during this time, on the far side of the gate, you see this rough and tumble looking woodsman. He's headed for the gate, and he's being followed by this young noble, dressed in finely tailored, studded hunting leathers. Despite everyone looking at the crowding around watching you all, they just push through the crowd and they're oblivious to everyone else, and you can see several scruffy looking hirelings following behind them, leading a pair of horses and carrying wooden crates marked with heraldic symbols. As they shuffle past, the woodman calls back to the noble. For the last time, Juriston, I'll take you there, but I ain't bringing my dogs. Does anyone have nobility?
I do.
um,
Okay, you both know that the coat of arms does indeed belong to this noble house, and they come outside the gate, and they're Juriston is badgering the hunter for all sorts of information, whether there were any howls or footprints, and did he try to track the prints around the carcass? Did he measure any of the claw or bite marks? And in mid sentence, this nobleman catches sight of you. And he sizes you up and down, and he calls out to you, "You there, fall in with me. I need some more able sword arms for the hunt."
What are you hunting?
Now he says that while this dude's arm locked with his face in the dirt, right? That's what's happening?
No, but they are arguing back and forth. The guy agreed to take him on a hunt.
No, I meant the guy
But
who was talking smack to me 5 seconds ago is now face down in the dirt with an arm lock.
yeah, if that's what you wanted to do, that's where he's at.
I mean, I'll roll CMB if he thinks he's gonna resist.
Now that he's down at my height, I'm gonna bend down to his ears and whisper, "You might not want to be so rude to paladins. They have a temper.
And
If you really piss them off, they breathe fire on you. I've seen it."
Villager, you see the porter raise his hand a little bit, and in it he's holding that bloody invitation for you.
Thank you. And I let him go, taking the letter from him.
And he tells the guards not to let you in, and he takes off back to the lodge.
So
And
where would they have headed to next?
I definitely wish to ask the noble where's he going or what is he hunting.
He's the same as the rest in these lands after you get away from freelance. Thinks his money tells us what to do.
He's like, "What do you mean? Haven't you heard? We're going to track down a werewolf."
A friendly noble might come in handy at the moment.
A werewolf? Count me in on this hunt, and I'll flap my wings and jump over to them.
And the noble steps back, takes a 5-foot step back, and goes, "Is that thing safe?"
I am Valthros, hunter of all evil, undead, werewolves, vampires, aberrations, and the like. I am a follower of Bahamut, the paladin of, or the deity of the followers of Bahamut. Yeah, stuff.
I didn't bring any silver weapon. Well, would I even know about silver weapons? Is that common knowledge for lycanthropes or no?
Local.
Never mind, I don't know. Okay, sure.
I could probably share information. Well,
I
assuming
was
my
gonna
local
say, I
share.
think I've got some of that blanch stuff. Can't you coat that on your weapons to give them the silver properties for a while?
One strike.
I'm already silver. I should be able to overcome this damage reduction.
One strike, which is why it works better for archers.
Darius, you
Oh,
did
I
pass
got you.
your
You're right.
local.
Yep.
So I share Ram.
I would need something like silver sheen.
I can make some, if nothing else. I have alchemy, and I can make it pretty quickly. So as we walk through the forest, I will make people silver sheen. That is alchemy, is it not? I might be wrong.
It's a wondrous item.
Ah, shoot. Should be something. Oh, I can make weapon blanch. Yeah, no, I would be able to make weapon blanches.
Guys, before you accompany him on the hunt, if that's what you decide to do, Darius, we were waiting for you to join. Is there anything in the party sheet that you would be interested in?
I took a belt of strength +2, but if you really
I'm
want
already
it.
done.
No, it doesn't make sense for me to take the belt of strength.
And I took a handy haversack.
Curse you!
Did you really want it? I'll switch
No,
it
it's
back.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, give it to him and then whip yourself.
I'll take the chain shirt +1. That's an upgrade on my armor. And I'll put my armor on the sheet.
If I
We might-
type silver as a property, would that work for just like the adamantine?
Sorry, what was the question?
I should be able to type silver on the weapon property just like adamantine.
Yes.
And it should work.
Yes.
Just put a comma and type silver, no capitals.
We might as well keep the rope climbing. It might come in handy at some point, I guess, since I'm function as a thief. Are we no one wanted the Ring of the Ram?
We were saving it for you.
Isn't it good for people who charge? Vinegar, you charge a fair bit, don't you?
I told him we already got one.
That's one I need to watch again.
Oh, bull rush.
Good for charging?
Yeah, never mind. It's bull rushing.
Well, that's what it does on its own, doesn't it? That's why I thought it would be good for someone who wasn't physical, because it would give them a physical reaction if they needed one.
Sure. Oh, that's good. I'm not physical. I can do that.
I thought it'd be good to keep people away if, someone tries to approach too close, just be like, nope.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right. I think. Oh, the scroll of keep watch. Did you not want that, Villager? Then you don't have to memorize it.
I usually have the spell. That's only going to save it for it once. If someone wants to use it, that's cool.
Cool. I should be good.
Okay, let's sell everything that's in the party sheet then. Does anybody know what a 12th level potion's good cost is?
Did that come from Summony?
That's a
Yes.
greater magic weapon, right?
Okay, I'll actually take that too because we were sharing that,
Oh, okay.
and that's how I have the magic weapon effect on you.
And I'll just clear out everything else. Okay. This is your last opportunity to go shopping.
All right.
Oh,
Is this retro shopping?
Yes, technically this is happening when you're in Lippestadt.
Wow, I have a good amount of money. Can someone tell me the prices for +2 and +3 hammer? Like, I know it goes 1, 4, but what's after that?
Wait, for weapon or armor?
Armor.
It's 149.
Ooh, that's a big jump.
Did we have any inkling that there were werewolves out here when we came out this way?
I think only Sealy.
Um,
Maybe we've heard stories. I don't
No,
know.
it's
It's
fine if we
appropriate
didn't.
a local
I just
chat.
I just didn't remember if we
User
had
in your
already heard.
channel timed out.
you know that there's rumors in this part of the world of werewolves and so forth.
Do werewolves have to be hit by silver weapons? Magic weapons don't bypass it?
Are you asking about the damage reduction? Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
silver. Except for, well, it depends. Generally, Pathfinder or +3 weapon will get by silver or cold iron as a resistance.
Gotcha.
You do play with that, right? Winter?
I'm sorry.
The +3 weapons get by cold iron or silver, +4 adamantine, +5 alignment.
No, but we can do that.
No, you don't have to. I don't do it in my game. I was just curious if you did.
And looking at the werewolves, most of them are DR5 silver. A couple of them are even DR5 good.
User joined your channel.
So the power went off here for like 3 seconds. That was fun.
You're just having
Welcome
a heck
back.
of a day there, ain't you?
Gee, I don't know what the hell that was. Suddenly I'm just sitting here in the dark. Ugh, don't tell me the server's not working. I can't. Is your server up?
You're
Let me kick you. Try it now.
So is there anywhere to buy a ring of regeneration? Not that I can afford it.
Yeah, you pay the money, they give it to you. That's how the world works.
no, it just depends on whether Lifestat had a high enough, value for you to find one there.
So, Winter, so can I generally just get like +1 stuff? Like rings of protection +1, amulets of natural armor?
Hold on just a second. Pulling up Lipostat. Oh, I hate when websites don't give you all the information.
Two separate characters in the character selection. Lonely Sword and Lonely Sword Dead.
Yeah, I made a copy of you before I ripped you off. Let's see. Lipostat, you can get spell casting up to 7th level.
That's pretty good.
Everybody's so quiet trying to figure out what to spend that gold on.
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot of gold.
How do you set items up so that their bonuses actually affect your armor class?
Just go into the item itself and modify its AC.
You gotta make sure you equip it too.
You got to make sure you what?
Equip it. Make sure that list is worn instead of just held on your inventory.
Right, but like I put amulet of natural armor from that.
Gotcha.
Oh,
It's not
that's
gonna have
not the same
anything.
thing.
Right, that's what I'm asking for.
Go to your
If you
combat tab. You'll see Nat at the top. Just put a 1 in there.
Oh, so just modify everything in there.
That
Okay.
that's your natural armor bonus. That's where you put it.
Okay. I didn't know if you set it up in the item. Okay, cool. Thanks.
This is where I need a calculator.
Be right back.
How are you all coming?
Oh, jeez, so much to choose from. I don't want to just get the basic armor stuff. My AC's already pretty decent. I don't want to make my guy impossible to hit. That's no fun.
I think I'm probably ready whenever anybody else is.
I'm good.
I'll probably regret it later, but you know.
Okay. You're all finishing up. That is the nobleman. And this is the hunter. And Mark 2 is who in the combat tracker? And once again, the nobleman looks over to you and, he says, "Come on, guys, fall in with me."
Not that I'm not wanting to be party of any hunting party, but is there any method of payment, or are we just joining in for the sheer enjoyment?
I am. Well, my goal is killing creatures like this, so I'm gonna go with them. That's for sure.
Well, yes,
Plus-
yes, mine too. I'll go for nothing too, but I just trying to get a little extra on the side.
There's also the possibility that by helping him out, we can use him to help us get into the lodge.
He's watching you, and suddenly he realizes that your group is made up of real adventurers. And he gets this star-struck gleam in his eyes. And, he's quickly apologizing for his rough behavior. And, I'm just excited. And he's like, we're going werewolf hunting. Hey, I would really like for you guys to join in the hunt with me, and you know,
Well, here's how it works.
I'll even treat you to dinner
Well, we're
as
not
well
allowed
as
inside.
ah. How come?
They say our invitations are not good.
He kind of chuckles and he's like, "Come on my hunt with you, and I promise that you will be my guest at the lodge."
That's most generous of you, sir.
Fair. Okay, what is this hunt?
um, yes, there was they found a stag that I'm pretty confident was killed by a werewolf, and we're going to investigate. And if indeed it is, looks like it is a werewolf, we're going to hunt a werewolf.
Woohoo, werewolf! And I will run up to the front and just raise my arms and cheer. And then I will notice that the ground looks very weird. All the squares are very off-centered.
What map are we on?
Just double click your token on your main tab.
Oh.
Back 1 second, sorry guys.
So have you hunted werewolves before?
Okay, you all heard the part about mounting the horses and so forth, did you not?
No.
Nope.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
that?
I have my mute button backwards. Okay, uh, the huntsman and the noble, and there's a couple of gentlemen going with you that you are pretty sure are men that belong to the huntsman. And they mount on their horses and they take off in a westerly direction.
Wait for me!
And
And I will jump onto the back of the horse of the huntsman, and I'll hold onto his shoulder with one hand that has the buckler, and I'll raise the spear up really high in the air and start yelling, "Yeah, we're going hunting werewolves!"
and he looks at you and just, you're a strange little fellow, aren't you?
It is my duty in life to slay evil, and I've only managed to find 4 so far. Oh wait, no, 5. There was a big one too. This will make 6.
And the rest of you all follow, and um, after a couple of miles, the trail leads to a small clearing, and you can see where the trampled ground and snapped brush show signs of a great struggle. The soil is soaked with blood, and more has been splashed upon the tree trunks, and you can see it hanging, dripping off the leaves. Um, Despite the telltale evidence, um, the huntsman's mouth, his jaw drops open, and his eyes are darting around wildly, saying, "It's gone."
What's gone? What's gone?
Uh, there was the stag. There should be a dead carcass here.
Here, out in the middle of the woods?
Yes, this is where we found, the carcass that the werewolf had attacked. And
Well, you left a dead corpse out in the woods. What do you think happened to it?
and he jumps down off his horse, and he's organizing a frantic search of the immediate area. Um, if anyone is interested, they can throw a perception or a survival if they want.
I want to scamper up a nearby tree and use its height advantage, and then roll a perception. And of course, my guy does the thing where he holds onto the tree with one hand, and he's got the other like over top of his eyes and flat, and he's just looking around.
Okay. Everyone notices that there are two distinct sets of prints in the clearing, besides those of the stag. Most of them are only partial prints, and all of them are badly trampled. Someone give me a knowledge nature. And the most striking footprint is large wolf-like prints. However, these are twice the size of a typical wolf's print. And Darius,
Did you need another nature? I'd rolled one earlier.
that's good. You know that these tracks are not consistent with normal lycanthrope hybrid prints. These seem more like a dire wolf track, though there's these strangely elongated claws. And that's one set of prints. The other set of prints, you are able to identify as being from a wild boar.
I share that with the rest of the group.
And pretty much everyone rolled high enough to notice there's a swath of crushed shrubs and brush, as if something has been dragged off into the woods.
I think your deer went this way.
Do I even need to roll like tracking or anything for that?
No, not with everyone's rolls. It's been happening. Okay, let's see. Where are we? Okay. So anyway, Tristan is you know, he is just fanatical, and he didn't hear the part that, you know, you think it's not a werewolf. You know, he just heard wolf. He's seen the size of the prints, and you know, he's just really excited, and he's like, "Come on, man, let's go get him." And he heads
I am
down.
gonna miss him.
Remember, he's your entry into the lodge.
Damn it, we got to keep him alive.
And he runs down the path, and are you all following?
Yes.
I'm probably in front of him. See if you can keep up with me.
Okay, we'll
Going
put
downhill,
you.
I can glide as I go.
Okay, and as you're running down the tracks and so forth, or as you're following the path, you hear this loud scuffling and these grunting noises, and just ahead of you, you notice the bushes are rustling. And
I'll raise
through
my
the
spear in preparation.
through the bushes,
Oh my God, Delgros is turning on us.
you see
He's been red the whole time.
three wild boars. Ahead of you. Let's roll for initiative. And you do notice that they are feeding on the carcass.
Balthos, you're still paralyzed.
Forever paralyzed.
The nail got to his heart.
How are you bastards beating my initiative?
I found a way to hack into it and modify my roll.
Just press it again.
Duristan takes a 5-foot step and using his longbow tries to shoot at boar number 1.
Where are these boars?
Edge of the map. Scroll over if you don't have the whole thing opened up.
And
oh, they're really far away.
He misses and curses.
Language, sir.
I thought we were
I
walking
think
the other
just to
way.
stand even with the noble and take my own shot. Oh, it's a dire boar? Did you mention that?
You mentioned they were very dire looking. I'm funny, damn it.
Ha ha.
I will activate my immediate action and move 30 feet up. And then I will charge. And I will enchant my weapon for 1 minute with electricity. Spark starts sparking all over it.
And got a crit.
And I'll yell, "Ha!" For a bomb out!
Darius will just move up and be ready to toss a bomb if any of the boars come close to him.
Yeah, I'm just playing bodyguard, it seems.
You could run and get 60. It just makes you flat-footed till your next turn, which doesn't do much to you.
True. Alright.
I got a nice sparkly spear now.
Can I do a double run or a double move or something like that for the full round as a run? Will that work or no?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'll do that.
And 4-3 is going to take a 5-foot step. And does not connect. And the huntsman's just standing back to see what happens. Or 2.
Remember to fly flat-footed. Oh, you got her anyway.
Boom.
Don't worry, black cat friend, I will help you.
What's the line from Blazing Saddles? Oh, don't shoot him. You'll just make him mad.
And he's gonna do not quite a double move and get up there.
Damn noble. Try to save his ass and he keeps running into it.
He's noble, he likes ass. You're in a victor square.
Is that good or bad? Haha.
Well, Victor's a guy that plays in my main group that I play with 3 nights a week, and he's legally blind, so he can barely see. And every time he moves, he always goes into half squares. So we started calling them Victor squares. I told him, all you have to do to make sure that your character always moves into the exact center of a square is you drag out your movement where you want to go, then you drag the end of your line and pull it half a square left or right, and you'll be in the middle. because he always gets the middle between two lines.
Wow, I hit. I did not expect that. And did good damage. Sweet.
There seems to be a boar in my way. And you're very boring. Ah, man, I'm funny.
Not really.
Mm.
And yet the boar is not laughing.
I was laughing on the inside.
I will do a concentration check. Activating my +5 for my swift action to cast a level 3 spell. And I got it. Then I will make a swing. Ah, minimum damage on that. Let's see what the Vampire Touch does.
Damn.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd kill him so I could 5-foot step up and get the other boar. Alright, I get 17 temporary hit points. They last for 1 hour. Is there an effect for that into the spell? No, there's not. Alright, and then I will take my second normal swing. Ah, next level, that would have been a crit threat. And kill it, and then step onto its body. And I'll point my scimitar at the next one and go, "You're next, evil werewolf." Because I don't actually have any knowledge. So as far as I know, we were hunting werewolves, and now these guys are here.
I roll my eyes so bad it's actually audible.
Well, you got to remember, I grew up in a convent, being worshipped by a bunch of paladins, and this is my first time in the outside world. I also have no knowledge to identify things with, except for Arcana and nope, just Arcana. But yet, I'm out here trying to find aberrations, which is dungeoneering, and werewolves and undead, which are local and religion. And I came out here with you guys, and we were hunting werewolves, and now we're attacking these things. So I'm like, hey, they're werewolves. Clearly.
I'm just getting in the way so they don't attack the noble.
I will look over and say, "Grin, fellow paladin, let's smite this evil werewolf."
Can't explain action economy in the game, but it's not gonna happen.
Yes, black cat friend, kill it, kill it.
So, Bajir is currently munching
User in your
on
channel
this
timed out.
dead dire boar. Wonder if Bach lost power again.
Oh, he's the one who timed out?
Yep. And uh, you're all out of combat now. And Juriston walks over to you, Torin, and he's like, man, that opening volley of yours, you hit 2 out of 3 arrows. That was amazing. I have never seen anybody shoot like you.
Oh, shucks. Nothing to it. It's all in the wrist. I wink at him.
And he gives you a good nod, and you can tell that he's just super impressed with you. And and then he turns around and he runs over to where the boars were feeding on the carcass. And he starts to look over, inspect the carcass of the stag, and he looks up at you all, and especially you, Torin, and he's like, guys, I could use just a little bit of help here. Could you help me inspect this carcass?
Certainly. You want, what do you want, a knowledge nature?
Actually, a heal check. Bajira, that was awful mean. Okay, examining the carcass, you identify there are 2 different types of wounds. You can see the teeth marks and the tusk where they slashed into the boar, or from the boars. However, you see a different set of strange bites and lacerations, and that's probably what killed the stag.
Any chance of discerning anything additional from the examining the slashes or the bites?
No.
I'll explain that in as I don't know if you want to say this as fancy a manner or as detailed a manner as I can to the noble.
Okay. As you after you're done explaining them, and he's looking, and while you're explaining, and he's like, I'm convinced that there's werewolves about, and he is he's like a kid at Christmas. I mean, he's above being excited. And he announces that, he's decided to wait out the night in the woods in hope of catching the werewolves. Well, by this time, the huntsman's come in, and, he's like, this plan is a fool's errand. And he looks at Juriston, and he's like, I am headed back to the lodge before nightfall. And Juriston goes, we've got to stay and catch the werewolf. And, this huntsman, he's having no part of it. And the noble looks over at you all, and he goes, will you all stay the night with me and hunt werewolves? I promise you it'll be a hunt like no other.
Yeah. My guess is that we've spent plenty of other nights out on the hard ground without anything. I don't think one more night is gonna harm us any more than any other.
Everybody
Come
else,
back extra hairy. I'm going to remind you of those words.
Right. So, I gotta take just a couple minutes, tuck my little girl in. I'll be right back.
yeah, that's no problem. Let's take 5 and we'll see if Bach joins us again.
Everyone's still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Not sure what happened to Winter. He got quiet again.
You muted, Winter? And Vox still out?
He doesn't seem to be back.
Maybe that first blackout was just a warning of what was coming.
Yeah.
Oh, well, now the wife's headed to bed. 1 second.
Hey, can you all hear me?
Now I
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
I was talking and it's like, damn, did everybody go away? And I'm talking and I'm talking and it's like, wait a minute, my light's not on. Yeah, drained the battery in my headset.
Alright, so what happened? Your battery in your headset died?
Yes, normally it beeps and apparently I just didn't hear it. Okay, yeah, if y'all got just a little bit, we'll finish up this one little section right here.
Yep.
And I don't know if you heard me or not. Torin, he doesn't go into much detail, but he briefly mentions a childhood incident got him interested in werewolves.
Okay.
Like
And
becoming one? No, I don't say that.
And you all are to pass the time, you're just sitting around. All the traps have been set and baited, and you are just telling stories of your heroics. And he starts talking about his heroics, and how he's killed three werewolves. He shows you the scar on his shoulder that's supposed to protect you from the curse. And later in the
What scar
evening,
is that?
he paid a local witch to put this ward that's in the form of a scar on his shoulder, and it's supposed to protect you from the curse of lantropathy. And he's even offered to pay for you all to have the scar as well if you desire when you all get back to the hunting lodge.
Sounds like right up Villager's alley.
Glares over. No.
And later in the evening, the bottle of brandy is almost out, and conversation has died down, and everybody's just really quiet. And in this quiet, you hear a short, horrid snarl piercing the night, and then you hear the smothered scream. And you can roll a perception check if you'd like.
I knew the kobold would turn on us.
And you can tell that the sound is coming from the west of the camp. And just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to keep you all on the same map. And you all grab your weapons and so forth and take off running in that direction. And when you get close, you see the body of one dead hireling on the ground. And there's this huge gray-furred werewolf with bloody jaws holding the lifeless body of another. And in the shadows, you can make out a second werewolf coming forward. And as you approach and the first werewolf notices you, it drops the body that it's holding. And this female voice commands you to stop. And it demands to know why you have entered Volensag territory.
Who's Volensag?
You have no idea.
We were not aware there was a Volgenstag territory.
Actually, that's
Why
what
are you here?
that was my response. Who's Volensag?
She yells out at you.
I look at over a door stand.
You can tell he's excited to be a werewolf. He's a little dismayed to see two werewolves. And
Wolves travel in packs? Unheard of.
the first werewolf yells out, any explanation is meaningless. Go and tell whoever sent you to stay out of wolf affairs. Let him know. Let him know that his dealings with Mathis and the Silvered Hide Pack do not set well with the other tribes of this wood. There shall be much blood spilled between our kin before a Silvered Hide Pack Lord sits upon the high throne. Uh, Mathis the betrayer shall never claim the title, and should you and yours continue to support him, the wrath of the wolf pack shall fall upon you. Now leave our territory and return to your cozy wooden den, or share the fate of these poor little sheep. And the werewolves just start staring at you, or glaring.
Who is it that's
I,
supporting this, Matthias?
I actually say that, by the way. What the hell?
Did you ever see that one South Park where like they're being told the story and they're like, we really just want our Game Boy back?
Yeah.
Exactly, right?
So, what do y'all want to do?
We're not with this Silverhide pack you speak of.
Dealing with this Mothis Morden track.
The first werewolf says, we told you to leave, and it arches its head and lets out this very loud howl. And almost immediately, you hear a wolf echoing their cry, and then another, and another, and it's spreading through the darkness until it seems like the entire woods are filled with these bone-chilling howls. And Driston is looking nervous as hell, and he's like, come on, guys, we have got to get out of here.
I thought you wanted to hunt werewolves.
On my terms, we're going to get slaughtered if we stay here.
We're currently the hunted, it seems.
Might have a point, not to mention that it seems that someone back at the hunting camp is involving themselves with a werewolf, so we might want to check that out.
Very much indeed. Is there any answer or understanding of my question? That was the Whispering Way, right? Is what we're ultimately investigating?
They did not reply at all to that.
Okay. I kind of figured they wouldn't.
Yeah, they're just continuing to howl.
So I saw this once in the Lord of the Rings movie. They climbed up a bunch of trees. The wargs came in. They lit them all on fire. Works splendid in the movie. Any chance of that here? I see trees around us.
I think they'll let us just leave so long as we go back to the fort and deliver their warning. Or their hunting lodge. Besides, we don't want goblins to start singing to us.
We are outnumbered.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Yeah, very shortly, You would definitely be outnumbered.
All right, time to pack our stuff.
All right. So you all run away and start headed back to the
Tactical
lodge.
retreat.
And guys, this is a great stopping point.
Let's say it's called a strategic retreat, not just a retreat.
Pretty much, I'm trying to keep our eyes on the enemy. I'm not gonna just run and put my bag and start running.
Absolutely. And they don't pursue you. They just follow you long enough to make sure that you are indeed leaving. And every so often, as you're going through the woods, you can hear one of them howl occasionally. And you feel that there's probably some out there close by, but pretty much they're leaving you alone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're right on the edges, right beyond our vision, or something like that.
Absolutely. And you should have figured out by now that there are a couple of different tribes of werewolves within Shutterwood. And they are also fighting amongst themselves.
Better them than us.
Absolutely. And guys, this is a great place to call the game.
Sounds good. Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
We will see you all next Monday. Have a great week.
Be good,
Yeah,
Winter.
you too. Can you save that that script that you posted there with the werewolves? Can you copy paste that into a note somewhere?
Yeah,
I
sure will.
got it.
You did already? Okay, great.
Yeah, I'll put a note. So werewolf note. Alright, you should be able to see it under the note section now.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, be good, guys.
All right. Have a great week, fellas.
Have a
Yeah,
good week,
You
guys.
guys too.